Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our series, Dynasty College Football Revamp with the Marshall Thundering Herd. It's week 3, and Marshall is finally getting some love in the coaches poll. After our upset win at home against then number 15 NC State, and then a bye week, Marshall's up to number 21. Coach Mayo's team is on quite a run dating back to last season, and I know we're going to get everyone's best shot from here on out. Ohio University is in town this week, having lost their first game of the year. Judging by the national stats, they did not play very well, ranking in the 100s for most categories on both sides of the ball. Coach Mayo is 1-0 in this rivalry so far. Let's see if he and his squad can retain the bragging rights and the trophy for another year. The battle for the bell. OU and Marshall. Only 80 miles separates these two programs. A rivalry that has been around for a very long time. These two schools started playing football a long time ago. But this particular trophy didn't come around until 1997, as Grant Wells is gonna go down for the sack. Marshall rejoined the MAC. They played the series for a little bit as Wells on 3rd and 18 hits Gamage on the floater. First down, 29 yards. Corey Gamage. Man, good to see him come alive a little bit. So they're playing it in the MAC, playing each other annually. And then Marshall leaves for Conference USA, and the series goes away for a little bit. But we are going to try to bring it back a little bit here in this series. Wells on 1st and 10. Huge deep drop. In trouble trying to step up. He's going to get sacked. Our second 10-yard sack of the drive. Fun fact, OU leads the all-time record between these two schools, 33-21-6. But Coach Gerard Mayo has a 1-0 lead in the series and trying to get more. Fantastic zone read keeper on 2nd down by Grant Wells. And now on 3rd and short. He's going down again, but there's a flag.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
We get bailed out. Incredible. About to give up our 3rd sack on the drive and essentially end the entire drive. Face mask keeps us alive. I'll leave for 4. Marshall in their black tops, white hats, white pants. OU, all white. White tops, white pants, white helmets. Wells on the scramble on 2nd and 6. He slides down after getting the first down. Grant Wells on the edge of the red zone. Wells switches the play. Handoff to Ali. Now 2nd and 5 from about the 16.5. Wells drifting. Throwing late to Miller, who breaks a tackle and then gets drugged down, but it's a loss of 4. 3rd and 9 upcoming from the 20. Wells in shotgun. Well protected. Protection breaks down. Defender's diving at his feet. He throws late to Gamage. He's got it for 8 yards, but he's a yard short. 4th and 1 on what has been a very frustrating opening drive for the Thundering Herd. We keep it up the middle with Ali, who barely gets enough. 2 yards. Bash, quarterback keeper Wells getting drugged down, falling forward. He almost got to the end zone. 2nd and 1 now. All the big hog mollies are in there. The pitch goes to Ali. He is in, untouched. Rasheen Ali punches it in on our opening drive. Marshall's up 7-0. As we saw, OU 0-1 to start the year. Really struggled to move the ball last week. O'Rourke gives to Allison for 5. Really curious to see what OU's plan of attack is. This is a tough Marshall D. Allison up the middle, I guess. Runs up the middle might work. In the pistol, 2 tight ends. O'Rourke has it, turns. 3rd gives straight to Allison. Nope. He's going nowhere this time, though. Hardiman and the boys in on the tackle for loss. Tyreek Bell initially slowed him down. Hardiman comes in and cleans him up. 2nd and 11. 4th straight give to Allison. Hardiman getting the crowd up. 3rd and 6. Man coverage, looking to set up the screen. Hardiman is all over it, and he lays him out. He reads that beautifully. That's going to force the 4th and long. Love to see it out of the safety. Hardiman clean him up. OU punts it. Pressure look on 1st and 10 coming. Wells keeps Ali in to protect. Drifting. Nowhere to go. Not ideal when you try to max protect and can't even defend the front 4 from getting there. Pitchman, Keaton. Short gain. OU's defense so far very pesky. 3rd and 9. 11-step drop from Wells, who then just turns to scramble, almost gets tripped up, hits the back juke, gets smoked. but he's got a first down. 1st and 10. Wells took a big shot on that last one. He's getting outside of the pocket, lofts it over the middle to Gamage. Looked like he might have gotten drugged down by his braids, but he's got a first. 1st and 10. Wells turns to Ali, who gets swallowed up. Short pickup. That was the final play of the first quarter, and what was a sputtering start to the Marshall offense. Defense looking good. Lofting it. He's got Keaton. Wells with a great touch pass. Going across the field on the big over route. People bearing down on him. He takes a hit. Keaton for 25 yards, though. Let's go, Talik. As you'll obviously remember from last week, Keaton, our leading receiver, had that awesome tip, drill, touchdown reception. As the pitch goes to Ali. Fights off a tackle, stiff arming, dragging people into the end zone for 9 yards. Rasheen Ali, his 2nd TD on the day, and that one was an impressive run from 22. 7 Nation Army coming alive. The fans are fired up, 14-0 lead, but O'Rourke's gonna quiet them with a great quarterback run for 12. I keep calling him O'Rourke, it's just Curtis Rourke. Their running back is O'Shawn Allison, so that's where the O is throwing me off. Rourke on 1st and 10, though, is gonna go down for a sack. Rasheed Price, the true freshman, in there on him. 93 with a good spin move on the center. Sniffs out the quarterback, and that's it. Exactly what OU did not need. End up behind the sticks, 2nd and 15, down 2 touchdowns. On the road, in a rivalry, and Eli Neal on the other side. Not it. The quarterback power on 2nd and long. Not sure that that's what I would dial up. 3rd and 16 here. Rourke, plenty of time, pocket collapsing, throwing out to the sideline, dropped. It was going to be short anyway. 4th and very long. OU does punt. Marshall taking over at their own 40 after a nice little return from Bowers. Quick out to Gamage. It's out of bounds. I thought Gamage might have been in there. Not going to challenge. Not worried about a first down incompletion, but I thought he looked good as Ali gets met in the backfield. Great play by the linebacker. We just don't find anybody up on the 2nd level, and Jeremiah Wood has a tackle for loss. Marshall 3 of 4 on 3rd downs, facing 3rd and 11 here. Wells, shotgun. Sets, looking right, touch pass to Keaton again. He's got him along the sideline. 28 more yards for Talik Keaton. Wells displaying some beautiful touch to start this one. He's 6 of 8 passing for 97 yards. Over routes, corner routes to the field. We're finding a lot of success getting Keaton in space as Gamage goes for a tough 10 on a really tight window throw slant. Gamage showing great toughness there, hanging in over the middle. 2nd and inches is what he set up for us. Wells gonna slide down smartly after the first. Inside the red zone again, this time at the 15. Play action. Wells rolling out. Lobbing, almost intercepted by Elad. Did a nice job breaking on that ball, beat Gamage to it. Dangerous throw on 1st down. Let's see if we can make a better decision here. 2nd and 10, jet sweep keeper to Ali. Gets drugged down after 7. Jeremiah Wood in on that tackle again for OU. He's already up to 5. Wells on the keeper. He's not going to get there. 4th and 1, good stop, as they did on their opening possession. Marshall electing to keep the offense on the field on 4th and 1. Wells making a couple changes. He's looking right. He sees Gamage back in the end zone, wide open. Toe taps and slides down just to make sure. Corey Gamage is in the end zone for 6. Marshall, 21-0. OU on the draw to Allison as they take over again. Run D, too tough. Bow plan. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Trouble brewing for OU, but a great job by Allison to wiggle upfield. He's got 15. Great vision, great shiftiness. Kept himself going forward. Eli Neal and his boys trying to defend the pitch. Neal is able to get there. Great tackle on Allison. Holds him to just 1. Rourke, turn and give to Allison. Hardiman takes a bad angle. Not able to get there. Magic Jackson does drag him down. Another great run. Bad angle by Hardiman, looking for the big hit. He's been a solid tackler so far to start the year. He is able to get in there with Gilmore on this one, going nowhere. Right around the 2:01 mark, OU decides to take a timeout. I think they feel like this is their last chance to score, but they're not airing it out as Rourke keeps it. Zone read for 5. They've been very reluctant to throw on us so far. 3rd and 5, man coverage across the board. Rourke hit, going down. that Rasheed Price with his second? I believe it was that, or it was Owen Porter. It was Owen Porter. He did a nice job getting in there. He's going to get himself a sack. 4th and 14. They are going to elect to punt. We are going to elect to let the clock run and to preserve these timeouts. They get the punt away. Bowers settles under it. Looks left. Gets to the edge. He's got great speed. Getting cut off by the specialists. Fights off a tackle. Fights off another. He's got 32. And Wells is going to take over on the OU 45. 3 timeouts, 44 seconds remaining. Pocket collapses. He gets tripped up. Sack of 8. Timeout. We knew that this offensive line was going to be a problem. They are certainly having some struggles here in the first. John Bass on the nice soft lob, 12 yards. We do elect to go hurry up, though. We'll see if the pass protection can hold up. Nobody in the backfield. Wells lobs to Bass, who gets drugged down. First down. Clock stopped at 17 seconds. Wells gets the snap. Pressure coming. Falling off his back foot, throws to McMillan, who does a good job getting out of bounds despite the loss of 2. Getting out of bounds there does save a timeout, but it does not do much to help us. As we set up the quick screen to McMillan, did not catch them sleeping in prevent. We'll take our second timeout. And from 50 with 5 seconds to go, Kevin Hayes, true freshman kicker, lines it up. Ball is up and through, banged it home. 24-0, 50-yard kick for the true freshman. And this had plenty of leg in it. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. 24-0 is our halftime score. Marshall in full control. OU's got to regroup. OU's ball to start the third quarter. Rourke sets, looks right, hits a dot to Walton up the sideline for 23. Obviously, they've been so run-heavy, and I'm kind of making a joke, but it feels like they've just ran it nonstop. This was a pass. It went nowhere. Eli Neal gets his first sack. Magic Jackson pumping up the crowd. Cover 3. Defense, Jamari Edwards. Rourke somehow gets this away, but great D from Jamari. Oh boy, another 3rd and long, down 24-0 on the road. OU unable to do anything all day. Sets up the screen to Allison. Gilmore able to bring him down. Oh boy, another punt. Wells changing up the play, starting this drive. Gets the Keaton screen, going nowhere. 2nd and 10. Kind of a loss of 1 on that last one as Ali gets it. Looked like he got drugged down by the face mask, no flag. Safety creeping into the box. Wells adds another blocker. Ali in there. As the throw to Keaton gets well covered. Swatted down, punt time. Marshall does punt. I didn't know we knew how to do that, but they do. 5:43 in the third quarter. Rourke trying to set up the screen. Rasheed Price just doing it all today. Tracks him down for a 2-yard loss. I thought for sure this offseason that Price was going to split time with Kroom, but through the first 2 weeks, he has been an impactful player as Edwards is in there for a sack. He finally gets his. After a great stunt twist with Porter, they get home on Rourke. OU 0 for 4 on 3rd downs. 3rd and 19. Rourke settles, hit as he throws. This is an absolute beating. Even though it's a 24-0 score, it feels like it's 45-0. It also feels like the only reason this game is somewhat close is because this offensive line cannot pass protect. So we'll just have to be careful the rest of the way here. Make sure that we don't get ourselves injured as the huge matchup with Michigan State is looming next week. East Lansing, actually very beautiful. Been to the campus, been to the stadium. It's gorgeous. And I'll dive into this a little bit more next episode, but I didn't realize this until I went up there. As Wells almost dies. As I was saying before our offensive line interrupted me, Michigan State Stadium is actually 1 year older than Ohio State Stadium. OSU built in 1922, Michigan State built in 1921. I didn't really realize that. I can't stand this offensive line already. 27-0 as Kevin Hayes drains another field goal. This offensive line cannot protect anything, and I'm really worried about what we're going to look like against tougher opponents. Kobe Cumberlander in there to bring down Allison, TFL. Marshall D doing anything it wants to. defending the run, defending the pass, sending pressure on Rourke, but it does not get home. Magic Jackson, though. Hardman and Jackson seem to both be flying around quite a bit to start the season. It's good to have young, talented safeties. Rourke in trouble, spinning all kinds of crazy. Cumberlander has him for a sack. Yeah, I don't know which offensive line is worse. Grant Wells takes over one more time. 1:47 left to go in the third. Zone read keeper. Good wheels by Wells. We might be staring at the last few drives for the starters on both sides. Wells on the stretch give to Ali. Great job by the D end. Just across midfield. Wells settles, looks right, hits John Bass. Easy money. First down. I mentioned this in a community post earlier this week. I think John Bass might be my favorite player so far on the new year. I just love his do-it-all nature, his all-around skill set, as Keaton goes for 18 more. But yeah, there's something about John Bass and the way he runs his routes, the way he kind of fights for extra yardage, keeps plays alive. It's really like the way he fights. Wells on the scramble, looking, turning it upfield. He's going to coast into the end zone. 8-yard touchdown run for Grant Wells. Marshall really pouring it on now. 34-0. And here we are, 7 minutes to go in the fourth, and it is our first chance to see James Fuqua, true freshman, also giving it to Jeff Clemens, true freshman. We definitely want to get a chance to see what these young guys are all about, get them some early looks, get some easy reps in a blowout. Clemens goes for 1. Fuqua looking good with the number 2 on his first throw attempt. 3rd and 6, scrambling, in trouble, getting drugged down. Not enough for the first, and they're unable to sustain a drive. Punt. Okay, jumping forward further into the fourth quarter, our second chance to look at this offense and some of these new guys. Fuqua, his first real throw, goes to McMillan for first down. 1:37 and counting. 1st and 10 for Fuqua now. He hits Scarcelli on the quick curl, 11. Got us inside the red zone. Setting up the screen to Clemens. It's well blocked. He cuts upfield. Good shiftiness from Clemens, trying to shake. He's got 15. Good to see that out of the young freshman running back. Little bit of wiggle. Fuqua with some good touch. Play clock running down. Fuqua. 7-step drop. Rollout. Keeping the play alive. He dumps it to McMillan. First career touchdown for James Fuqua in at quarterback. First career touchdown for Caleb McMillan as well. And that's going to wrap it up. Marshall taking full advantage of OU, 41-0. Probably our biggest blowout win in the series so far. 322 yards of total offense to just 68. Oh my gosh. Yikes. 0 for 8 on 3rd down. We were all over the map. Just dominant in the red zone. James Fuqua and Grant Wells quarterback us to the dub today. 15 of 21. 169 and a touchdown, 171% passing, but 4 sacks. Grant Wells was running for his life. James Fuqua, 4 of 5, 36 yards, an efficient 36, and a touchdown, his first career touchdown to Caleb McMillan right there at the end. Really, really good stuff by the 2 QBs. Rasheen Ali led us the way, 69 yards, nice. 2 touchdowns. Averaging 4.6 a carry. We really struggled to get the ball moving on the ground. We didn't need to do very much, but we didn't do very much. Grant Wells got 24 and a touchdown, and 1 of those on a scramble. Receiving, we were led the way by Talik Keaton, who had a really nice day. 4 catches, 71 yards, 17.7 was his average. Corey Gamage chipped in 5 catches, 64 yards and a touchdown. It was good to see him get active. John Bass got 3 for 38. Jeff Clemens got his little 15-yard halfback screen. McMillan, Gamage were the touchdowns. Josh Hardiman, 7 tackles. Eli Neal, Price with both with 4. I thought Hardiman was really, really solid today. He was a hard tackler. He had that one bad angle we remember. 3 tackles for loss for Price. Really good breakout game for the true freshman. Hardiman, Neal, Cumberlander both had 2. And then another 5 or 6 had even more. We were in the backfield all day. Sacks, Price adds 2. Porter, Edwards, Gilmore, Neal, and Cumberlander each have a sack. We just killed them. And Coach Mayo's got an upgrade. Level 12. We're going to keep it going on recruiting points. Certainly looking to get the Saban factor unlocked at one point. At least the instant commit stuff. We're going to throw another point into the opener. Plus 1,000 points week 1 through 7. that's going to wrap it up for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Huge matchup against Sparty coming up next week on the road. And I owe you guys recruiting. I know we haven't touched on it yet this year, but I want to dedicate some legitimate time in one of these episodes to it and not just breeze over it. So we will level set what the needs are, what our board looks like, and who some of our favorite targets are in an upcoming episode, I promise. And I'm excited to tell you guys we hit 1,000 subscribers here on the channel. I owe it all to you, this community, this lovely group who decides to tune in and check out my content. I'm so appreciative and grateful, so thank you guys so much. Until the next one, I will catch you. Stay safe. We'll holler at you. Peace.
I think you only love me cause I'm poppin'. This a layup, this a rebound, then it's right, man.